How are you doing today? Please sit. This morning we are going to take on a topic which is known as atomic structure and bonding. Atomic structure and what? Bonding. Can you repeat that after me? Atomic structure and bonding. Good. So, well, I don't need to remind you that the subject is chemistry. God bless you. The subject is chemistry, and the topic of discussion for today is atomic structure and bonding. Well, from our previous studies, we define what matter is. Remember, we said matter is anything that has mass or weight and occupy a space. So, meaning that matter is composed of three main elementary particles. Three main elementary particles. Though there are other particles, but at your level, we have three main particles of matter. They are atom, molecule, and ions. These are the three elementary particles of matter. All right? So today, our attention is going to center on atom. We know that atom is the smallest indivisible particle of an element. Is the smallest indivisible particle of an element. Though that statement has undergone what is called modification. In actual fact, it was John Dalton in the year 1808 that told us that atoms are indivisible. But further research and experiment proved that atoms are not indivisible. I'm saying that atoms are actually what? Divisible. You can divide atoms. The discovery of subatomic particles. Subatomic particles. We have three subatomic particles. They are proton, neutron, and what? Electron. The discovery of subatomic particles proved that atoms are actually divisible. But for division's sake, we only say that atoms are indivisible particle of an element. But that statement has been modified, okay, by other scientists. Now, what is called molecule? Molecules is formed when atoms join together. Some element cannot exist without joining, e.g., hydrogen. Hydrogen will love to join with another hydrogen to form what is called hydrogen molecule, right? Because hydrogen is just having one electron. So another hydrogen will come and then they will join together. So this is called a molecule. Molecule is the joining together of what? Of atoms. Okay? What is a molecule? The joining together of atoms is what is called a molecule. So this is a molecule of hydrogen, right? A molecule of hydrogen. Now, what is ions? Ions are formed from atoms, either by the loss or gain of electron. Atoms always become what? Ions. By the loss or gain of electron. So we have two types of ions. We have what is called cations. Okay? The cations, and we have the anions. God bless you. The anions are the ions that always move to the anode. Therefore, they are negatively charged ions. So any ion that carry negative, what are we going to call it? Anions. Any ion that carry positive, what are we going to call it? Cations. But today, our attention is going to center on atom, and that is what we want to study. There is no year in WAEC and NECO that question will not come from atom. So let's start with the discussion of an atom. Now, in ancient Greek, I want to tell you a small story about what an atom is. In ancient Greek, it was known that they used the word atomos. Atomos. Atomos is used to describe indivisible stuff. Indivisible stuff. That is smallest indivisible stuff. If you take a stone and you cut the stone, they believe that you will eventually end up getting that minute particle that you will no longer be able to divide. Is that okay? So they use the word atomos, meaning indivisible stuff. Super tiny particles, super tiny, that you can no longer divide. So they were the first to use the word atomos, meaning indivisible. Now, John Dalton in the year 1808. So, another scientist now come, that is John Dalton. John Dalton. John Dalton in the year 1808 now gave us some atomic theory as an extension of what the ancient Greeks said. You know, the ancient Greeks said that any stuff that is not capable of further division is what we call atomos. So, John Dalton now in the year 1808, you understand, gave an extension of that particular theory. And he gave us a lot of theory. One of them, he said that all elements are made up of small, indivisible particles called atoms. It was John Dalton that said it. That all elements are made up of what? Small, indivisible particle called an atom. Second statement, he said that what? Atoms can neither be created nor destroyed, but you can just transform it from one form to another. Meaning, I can take atom from reactants to become products. That is what John Dalton is saying in his second statement. In his third statement, he said that atoms of elements are alike. Atoms of elements are what? Are alike in every aspect, and they are different from atoms of other elements. He said that when you take atom of an element, e.g., atom of chlorine, you understand that they are always alike. They look similar, and they are always different from atoms of other elements. Who can remember the first thing? That all elements are made up of small, indivisible particles called atom. Second statement, atoms can neither be created nor destroyed, but can be transformed from one form to another. Third statement, all atoms of elements are alike in every aspect, and they are different from atoms of other elements. Now, the first statement, he said that atom combined with other atom in simple ratio. Atom combined with what? Other atoms in a simple ratio. Okay? The fifth statement, he said all chemical changes, that is from reactants to where? Products, they are as a result of combination or separation of an atom. That is, atoms can combine to form products, or you can decompose to still form what? Product. When I decompose, I'm separating. Abi, when I allow atoms to react,